enough.
You know what's crazy? Oh my God, I'm so mad at. My PR was finally getting better. I had 2 deals lined up. Same with DD. I was talking to him. He lost both my deals. On God. Ray lost his Adidas deal because he commented you're under your age and called him a monkey. But I was like, use monkey emojis. I don't even know, man. It's so hard to act. I was doing so good, bro. And it's just so hard, bro. The good news is I could collab, but
Accountability is a lost fucking art, isn't it? Oh, you little ninjas are pathetic. That's Adin Ross talking to DJ Academics. I'm guessing talking about some of the blowback he's getting after he went on his unhinged rant about Doechii the other day. And he was also including DDG in it. I have another thing we'll talk about DDG later on today. But accountability is a lost art. Now, I don't think that's true. I think bro's really fishing for a little bit of sympathy and playing into this sort of weird overlap, right? Where a lot of like right-wing grifting streamers, what they do is they cry that there's no like, you losing your ability to say whatever you want, freedom of speech, right? And that's why they tend to lean in that political sphere. But it's funny because the politicians start, all right-wingers get into power and then start, secret policing this thing. So it's really weird, right? But at the end of the day, dog, no one forced your hand to talk about Doechii the way you talked about Doechii. You can have an opinion about Doechii. I'm in the opinion business. I opine. Okay? And no one forced you to have to call her unintelligent and throw dog whistles out there, and people could peep and people could catch that shit. He also talked about one of his homeboys that's posting monkey emojis. You don't have to do that. It's a lot of things you don't have to do, but you can still be entertaining. I'm not a hater. Right? But however, I will tell you that the problem these guys are having as the world keeps changing is a lot of these guys, their platform, at the root of it, there's no skill with entertainment. And entertainment in any fashion, whether it's music, comedy, whatever the case might be. What they have figured out, and thanks to also probably their connections and the way these guys are all kind of with each other, and that's how one person gets the next person on, is they figured out rage and how to profit off of rage and how to profit off of attention, which in a way is a skill on its own, so I won't hate. But at the root of it, there's no talent. There's nothing there. You know what's pissing me off? The one thing that Adin Ross, you could say, I guess, was skilled. He wasn't a professional technically, was gaming. Dude, get back to your roots, man. So they keep playing the seesaw. It's a seesaw of rage they'll rage bait or they'll say something crazy to increase the traffic, make money, right? You get a little blowback, it balances out. They think, oh my God, woe is me, the world is against me. And ain't really how it works. So you have no leveling, right? Adin Ross ain't got it's the talent. Because if you build your platform off the basis of a little bit of talent, let's say if Adin Ross was a piano player, there are less chances for you, to get in trouble with off stream. Sometimes you're like, hey, yo, I want to play Knuckle You Bug off the piano. Less chances for you to get in trouble, right? And then also, when you have some kind of talent like that, you're most likely also going to be engulfed in learning about it, so you get a little bit more educational and informative. You have a deep-rooted sort of, I guess, love for music as a whole. So when you talk about hip hop, the way you talk about hip hop be a little different. You understand what I'm saying? That's really what was going on here. And some of you are not going to see my truth now until you see more people with that type of background getting into the streaming arena. Because what these kids did is they figured out the rage bait shit. They figured out the streaming shit. They're making a bunch of money. A lot of the people with the talent, they too pretentious sometimes. I'm not going to be a streamer. And they're going to figure it out. Like me, I'm shit. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, with that said, that's why you will get blowback like Adin Ross. And I do want to say, that's why Saquon Barkley, I saw that they're most likely going to be doing a stream with Adin Ross. And I want to specify Saquon. If people start calling you Saquon, you got to know why. Even people like there are rappers that have done streams with Adin Ross, right? That's like whatever, right? But when you off the back end and you're doing what you just had with Trump, back to back, you had Trump, Adin Ross, it's going to look a certain type of way. But anyway, free country. Everybody's free to do what they want to do. Right? See how easy that was? Opine. Right? You can opine, you can throw a little joke. You got to know your audience too and know who you're opining about. Punching down is a real thing. Okay? Good talk.